first time I heard the story about the man with two shadows, I laughed. It was the kind of urban legend you'd whisper at sleepovers, a cautionary tale about a figure who lurked in empty homes. His silhouette split unnaturally down the middle, as though something dark and hungry clung to his back. But on the night of October 23rd, while babysitting the Wilsons' 8-year-old Mia, I stopped laughing. It started with the lights. I'd just settled Mia into bed, her room glowing faintly under a constellation of star-shaped nightlights. The house was quiet, save for the hum of the refrigerator and the occasional creak of old floorboards. Then, at 9:17 p.m., the hallway bulb flickered and died. No big deal, I told myself, fumbling for my phone's flashlight. But as the beam swept across the wall, I froze. Mia's door, which I'd shut moments ago, stood slightly ajar. A cold draft slithered through the gap, carrying the faint scent of wet earth. "Mia?" I called, my voice thin. No answer. The flashlight trembled in my hand as I nudged the door open. Empty. The bed was neatly made. Her stuffed owl, Hoot, perched on the pillow. My throat tightened. She was just here. I'd read her a chapter of Matilda. For God's sake. I spun around, scanning the hallway, when a giggle echoed from downstairs. High-pitched. Familiar. "Mia, this isn't funny," I snapped, hurrying towards the staircase. The living room lay in darkness, the TV static hissing like a trapped animal. My phone's light caught the edge of the couch, the coffee table, and a small figure darting into the kitchen. "Enough," I hissed, following. But the kitchen was empty too. The back door swayed slightly, unlocked. Outside, the porch light buzzed, casting long shadows across the overgrown yard. Mia stood at the edge of the tree line, her pajamas glowing pale in the gloom. She turned slowly, her face blank, and raised a finger to her lips. "Shh." Behind her, something shifted. Not an animal, not the wind. A shadow, tall, jagged, detached itself from the trees and slid forward, its edges blurring like smoke. But here's the thing that made my knees buckle. There were two of them. One pooled at its feet, normal, human. The other stretched too long, too sharp, as though clawing upward from the ground. The urban legend, real. I lunged for Mia, grabbing her wrist, but she yanked free with unnatural strength. "He's here," she whispered, her voice giddy. "He's been waiting for you." The thing took a step closer, its dual shadows twisting like serpents. I stumbled back, fumbling for my phone. 911, 911, but the screen flashed once and died. Mia's laughter rose, shrill, wrong, as the figure lifted its head. No face, just darkness. I ran. The house loomed ahead, its windows like empty eyes. I slammed the door shut, locking it, but the knob began to rattle, gentle at first, then violent. Mia's giggles seeped through the wood. "Let him in, Emma. He likes you." Upstairs, the baby monitor crackled to life. A voice, low and rasping, seeped from its speaker. "You shouldn't have laughed." When the police found me, hours later, I was curled in the bathtub, clutching a pair of scissors. The house was spotless, no unlocked doors, no footprints in the yard. Mia slept soundly in her bed, Hoot tucked under her arm. They called it a panic attack, a hallucination. But here's what they didn't find. The Polaroid in Mia's dresser drawer. A photo of me, taken that night, asleep on the couch. And behind me, bleeding into the wall like ink, two shadows. Now, wherever I go, I feel it. The chill, the weight, And when I glance over my shoulder, I swear, the darkness stretches just a little too far. He's waiting. Don't laugh.